Here I'm going to show you how we take off this plate to clean any of the strings and different debris that's going to be found underneath this plate from doing multiple embroidery projects. It's been a while since I've cleaned under here, so I'm sure we're going to find quite a bit. In your embroidery toolbox, you should have gotten a tool that looks like this with the star on one end and the flat on the other end. Okay, this is the tool because the screwdriver is going to be able to fit underneath the needles in your machine, so this is the one that you want to use. So here I have a star on this end and two flat on this end. This screw is not the original screw, and actually it kind of bumps up a little bit. Doesn't fit in as flat as it's supposed to. It's been working okay for me. I, in one of my changes, must have dropped the screw that is supposed to be there because I could not find it. Found this one in my toolbox that came with buy, but evidently it's not the correct one because you can see that it sticks up. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and loosen the screw, and then so I just kind of start it and then I use my fingers to finish and pull it out. Okay, most of the time that works. There we go. Okay, and then I just kind of set it there on the side of my machine and hope that I don't lose it again. All right, same thing with the backs. I get them started and then I just use my fingers to twirl them around until they come out. Okay, and if you're having trouble and your machine isn't cutting your threads, or maybe you're getting some tangles and bird nesting, this is something you definitely want to pull off and check. Okay, it's actually not as bad as it's been in the past. Let me see if I can pull you in a little bit closer. Okay, we're gonna get real fancy on you here. I am just gonna use Q-tips to clean out some of that dust and threading and stuff, but other things that you might want to have handy is a good pair of tweezers to pull some of those threads out. You could also use, this came with one of my sewing machines. It's a stitch ripper. You don't need the stitch ripper for this part, but it does have like a little cleaning brush on the end. That would work. Canned air, if you want to just blow in that would work. But I really like to use these Q-tips. Somewhere along my sewing and embroidery journey, I just discovered that Q-tips work really well to collect all of that dust and that lint that kind of gets trapped in your machines. It just kind of sticks to it like a magnet and comes out really well. And I'll probably go in with my tweezers and pull the threads out from that area back there. So usually I have a lot more threads in there, and I expected, and there's quite a bit of glitter. I was doing a lot of glitter. I'm gonna pull my bobbin out. I was doing a lot of glitter HTV designs recently, and so see, look at that. And that just pulls it right out. Can brush it out. Can get right in all of those little crevices. Oh, some strings popped up when I did that. Okay, come up underneath. I believe the new buy machines actually have a cover, like a piece that covers here, so I'm assuming that the screws are going to be the same to pull it off. My machine's the older version, it doesn't actually have a cover there. That might seem really odd to some of you, but it hasn't really ever been a problem. Just blow in there, just give it a good clean. All right, that looks so much better. The other thing that I'm gonna do before I put my bobbin in. I have this oil pen, and I'm just going to put a drop of oil into my bobbin casing too, just to freshen everything down here up. So you just push the button, and it's going to release the tiniest little bit of oil, so it's not going to over oil this area and make it a greasy mess. Okay, and then to put your thread back in, I have it so the string is going off the right side, and I put the bobbin on with the string still coming off the right side. Then I pull it back to that slip or that slit, and then around that little like hook thing in there, up and around the curlicue, and then you pop it back into place. And then I'm going to put the plate back on, and this is, oh, it's not actually, I might switch it. So I have the mirror. So these are the two plates that come with the mirror. This is your regular traditional one. This one has more of a raised bump for doing hats. I am about to do a tension test just to kind of freshen my machine up, but then I'm actually going to do an order of 12 hats. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in now, just to save me time later. And I've honestly embroidered a lot of my regular embroidery with this plate on, and it doesn't really change anything. Sometimes I'll just leave it on. That's probably why it has some wear on it, because I've just left it on for all of the regular. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting it in there with my fingers and twisting it into place, and then I'll go in with that tool and give them a little tighten. You can get tricky around your needles there. So you may have to pick it up and do it again, you know. Slip it in. But that's why you have to use this screwdriver, because Lord knows you'd never get another screwdriver in there. Oh, this one wasn't very finger tight. It's twisting quite a bit still. That's okay. Okay, everything feels good. All right, everything looks good. So I hope that helps you in figuring out how you clean your bobbin area and put a bobbin in. So thank you for watching.